it's Lesley Langdon this week with UnityTV, and we are focusing on these new stamps that came out. Weekly Scheduled Vintage Apple, Strawberry Greetings, and Pear of a Recipe. Okay, so we're going to be doing some inking because I think these stamps just call for lots of ink and kind of rich colors. So I wanted to show you today the new distress stains, and these are Tim Holtz line with Ranger. And essentially they match the colors of the distress inks that are already out there, but they come in this very liquidy format with, you can see like it's a foam top. Okay, so it's easy to, you know, just dab and apply the color. Okay, there you go. All right, so these are colors I just happened to buy. And this one here is Spun Sugar. And what I did is I just put a big circle on there, and then I dabbed some water. Well, I just sprayed it on my hand like this. And then I dropped it because I wanted to see how these respond to water. And they actually respond the same as distress inks. So I think this is just a different way of applying the ink to paper. It's a lot easier than using, you know, direct from your pad to paper or using cut and dry foam. So it's a really cool product. So anyway, this is Spun Sugar, Vintage Photo, Broken China, this blue one. Then we have Dusty Concord, Wild Honey, and Forest Moss. Okay, so some are darker than others. So for stamping, I would suggest I'm going to focus on these three lighter colors because the stamp will show up quite nicely on them. So this one we'll use for the strawberry image, this one we'll use for the pear image, and this one for the apple image. Okay, let's begin. Okay, so these are going to be pieces of a card, the images. So what I did is I took 3 die cuts that I have from Spellbinders, and I'll be using these to put our image on. So I'm going to just set them out here, and I'm going to go ink them up. Okay, so we're going to use the Wild Honey one for the apple. Just going to go ahead and apply the distress stain over top of the die cut. Okay, you can dab it for more color and just mix it around. I am going to add droplets of water because I do like how that looks, but you can always do that later. That's the cool thing about these inks. You can let them dry and then apply water and you still get the same effect. Okay, so Spun Sugar is going to be for the strawberry image, so I'm going to use this cute die here. And all the supplies are going to be at the end of the video as well as on our YouTube page. So if you're ever curious as to what we used, that's where they are. Okay, that's just a nice, lovely pink. Let that dry. And then the last color I was going to use was the Broken China. I'm going to use that for the pear one. So let's just turn that around here. It's really cool. This is probably one of my favorite colors, the Broken China. I love blue. Okay. Oops. Missed a spot. Okay, so I'm going to let these dry a bit, and then I'm going to come back and apply those droplets of water so that it'll push the ink out of the way and give us some nice blotchy stains. So when we stamp, it's just a little more to look at, a little more interest it'll add to our cards. Okay. Okay, so we have our 3 shapes here, and they dried actually relatively quickly. So what I'm going to do is, we got some nice variation here anyway without the drops, but this one is, you know, more covered. So I am going to add some drops to that one. So just take a spray bottle, get some water in your hand, and just let it drip. I am going to apply some to the blue. Okay, and then also to the pink. Okay, and then you literally just watch and see what happens as the ink gets pushed away. It's kind of a magical experience. Okay, so we're just going to stamp our images really, what I want is the fruit. I want the piece of fruit in the middle because I'm going to color it and cut it out. So I've just applied ink to the apple stamp. Just going to stamp it anywhere. It doesn't matter because I'm going to be cutting it out. Okay, I'm going to put that aside. Now I'm going to stamp the other image. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and color the images right away. For the apple and strawberry, I'm going to use this deep red. It's called Cardinal. You can go out of the lines because we're going to be cutting this out. Okay. You can also go darker where the natural shading is. So just around the sides here. Just keep applying the color, just keep going over the same spot. Okay, for the pear, I'm going to be using this New Leaf YG23, and I'll use the brush tip. Again, just go over the parts where there's the shading, get like nice dark green in there, and keep this part relatively light. Okay, and the strawberries, the last but not least. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut each one of those out. So if you have a white gel pen, what you can do is give the lines more definition. This is a lot of fun. I just like to do this. It just adds a bit of interest to the image. So just go around the side with your gel pen. You might need to shake it up with this one. I do. I had a beautiful white pen that my daughter found and decided to color with it and used all the ink. So now I have this one, which is just fine. Okay. All right, I'm going to stop there. And then these are ready to adhere to our card. All right, now we're back and our pieces of watercolor paper are completely dry. Okay, so I'm going to stamp this one with the pear image. Okay, making sure to get the whole piece this time. So now I have to make a decision which way to go, whether I stamp this way. I'll probably stamp this way. I want to make sure we get the whole pear on there. Okay, so just press firmly. Lift up. There you go. Almost looks like watercolor. Beautiful. Okay, so I'll just complete this whole step for you so you can see what this is turning out to look like. I've got this You Cut It foam by Glue Arts, and you just cut your own size. I'll probably just want one piece in the middle of this pear. So turn it around. You can see how the Copic marker went through the paper, and that's a good sign. You'll get good blending the more you saturate your paper. Okay, then put it right on top. Okay, if you want to, you can go ahead and, ooh, you can't even see that. Sorry about that. Okay, so there we have it. If you want, you can go ahead and color this brown. And then this is ready for a card. You don't really have to do much after that. Okay, press down firmly. You're not going to be able to get the whole image on this die cut piece of paper, but it should be good enough. Cool. Okay, so then the strawberry, the nice deep red strawberry goes on top, and again we'll use the foam. Okay, maybe I'll want to color the leaves there, so I'll just color it a little bit of green. So there we have it. So that's also ready for your card. Okay, so just try and stamp this in the middle. Okay, cool. And then again, the apple, another piece of You Cut It foam. I think that's smaller. There we go. Okay, you see the saturation on the back again. Okay. Okay, and there's that one ready for a card as well. All right, so I hope that you had fun with these stamps and colors. And I hope you try this. The distress stains are really cool, and stamping on top of them when they're distressed looks pretty neat. All right, take care. Thanks for watching.